Hey everyone, Mario here. Today I wanted to discuss a certain person that was very involved in bodybuilding from quite early on and has been around many, many years and hasn't really gotten the amount of respect or the amount of recognition, rather, that I believe he deserves. So it's someone from my local area, which is Montreal, city of Montreal, Canada, and his name is Jimmy Caruso. So, who was Jimmy Caruso, and why was he influential in the bodybuilding industry, in the bodybuilding space? Well, for one, he, I believe, won the first ever Mr. Montreal, and I think the second one as well. So for 2 years running, he was Mr. Montreal. He was the person that won that competition. And back then, I had heard there was no weight divisions, so it was just one class, and whoever looked the best. It was one overall class. There was no categories in terms of weight or height, etc. So he won that, and I think it was around that time that he got the attention of the Weider brothers, who are also from originally were also from Montreal. The IFBB originally was founded here and headquartered here in Montreal until very recently. Today, I believe it's called the IFBB Pro League. And aside from that, he met them, and he was very influential in guiding them in with their own physiques, but also with their teachings that they later professed to many athletes, including Arnold Schwarzenegger. So when you hear talk about pyramid training and things of the like, most likely they weren't originally Joe or Ben Weider's teachings. They were actually Jimmy Caruso's teachings. So it's something interesting because most people associate pyramid training with the Weider principles and books that came out authored by them. And the Weider brothers were very much more entrepreneur minded, you can say, even if Jimmy Caruso did have an interesting, fairly entrepreneurial career. They really took it to another level. I don't want to say it was more like money was the only driving force, but they had obviously a very strong business sense, and it's something that propelled their own entrepreneurship forward. So he did things more at a smaller level, but I think he's an interesting person to pay homage to. So what else did he do? He won the Mr. Montreal. Probably was the one that put together these formulas on building muscle that are very popular today, still used today. I still use them, and countless others do as well. He became a very popular bodybuilding photographer after he had won those competitions, and he took some beautiful photos of Arnold Schwarzenegger and a lot of those golden era bodybuilders. So he was excellent at just getting the detail of the catching the details of each of these physiques he was photographing, and he primarily did so by using a dark background. That was something that made his photography unique, and if I'm not mistaken, he was a pioneer in that, and he was the first person to use a dark background when photographing bodybuilders, stating that it brought out the lines more, made them look leaner, really showed the V-taper, and it just enhanced the person's physique. With a lighter background, they look bigger, but that's about it. Everything else is kind of better with the dark background. And he became a master trainer, training many people for weight loss, mobility, various things. And he owned a gym called Caruso's. That's it.